And let's head off the line. That way I don't get bothered. Alright, welcome everyone. I'm trying out Stanley Parable. That's kind of obvious, but hey, whatever. My friend Ignotum got this for me. I don't know if I plugged his channel, but I am now. So if you want to go check out his stuff, he and I will be broadcasting together here soon. His name is Ignotum, like I just said. IGNOTUM, I believe. Hopefully. It should be like the only thing that actually pops up on live stream. He got me this, and he said he wanted me to play through it for the first time, like ever. And yeah, first time ever. And see how I would react and whatnot. I've been hearing a little bit about this on like YouTube and other channels. And I mean, people seem really excited about it, so I figured I would give it a try out. Mostly I've been hearing a lot of things about the achievements, how they're funny and whatnot. Yeah, I looked at them. It didn't make sense to me, but probably just because I didn't look at them close enough. Kind of have a short attention span at times. But as you also see that my previous streams were all Borderlands, and I figured that I would just save that. Since it's more of a multiplayer game, I'd save that till me and Ignotum start playing together. And that should actually start out with Tiny Tina's Assault, which should be tons of fun because I freaking love Tiny Tina. She was hysterical in the game.
This is the story of
myself.
a
I'll
man
be playing
named Stanley.
Single-player games like this.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
By others, I would assume he mean like
99.9%
of human population.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
That means one of the other employees
Never in all his
killed
years
everyone.
at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Hopefully you can hear me pretty well. This seems like really loud, and I turned it down like
Stanley
to halfway.
found himself unable to move for the longest time.
This is really
But
loud
as he
to
came
me.
to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Will I now? Ooh. This is kind of slow. I'm going to mess with the controls just a bit more. Turn the audio down some more too. Should have done that a little bit more to do it. Reverse it. Who the heck plays with reverse? I honestly would like to know who does that. Tempting, but no. Back. Who's in game? I don't know if you can step out of my office. I want to see what all's going on here. Ooh, can I typey? No, I can't. Okay. What's that? It's like the only colorful thing. Okay, maybe not the only colorful thing, but no, I can't do anything. Okay. No, nothing there. No, this is when like something pops out.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Close
decided
that
to
door.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Said a little voice in my head. Honestly, I want to know where the voice is coming from.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Okay.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, that's huh. Cameras. Cameras. Someone's screwing with me. I seriously think there's something wrong with my head. I'm just gonna spam E until something happens. Oh, something beeped. No. What the heck? There was probably something on that monitor. I totally didn't even pay attention to that. I was just like, ooh, glowy light. Let's try here before we go for the obvious. There's like papers everywhere. That doesn't make me think something happy happened here. It makes me think someone actually did snap and just murdered everyone. Well, someone spilled coffee too. I hate Mondays too. Huh. Seriously? No doors?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I now? Screw you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's a computer on. This is like the cleanest room in the entire place. No, seriously, look at it. Papers everywhere except for this room. And on top of that, the monitor's on. It's not like I can get in though.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I actually haven't moved the entire time. I have not been just standing, drinking it all in.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Hey, it might be. Paintings might be a clue as to why they vanished.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, now it gets insulting. It's like Gladys is in my head.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
GLaDOS.
But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Oh, the game now. Breaking the fourth wall over here.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I'm just doing this despite the voice at this point. Do not jump. Good thing I can't jump. I don't have a swipe card. It must not be that important of a person. Use cargo lift 1,000 pounds. Oh no, misuse of it. Who would? Okay, so not only would you die in a fall, but then you get penalized $5,000. Will cause.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Sounds like BS. A dark room. That is never a good thing.
That's her, Stanley.
Okay, that might have scared me a little
bit.
bit.
To do this. Oh, no,
Oh,
you can't.
shoot!
Did you just unplug the phone? Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day.
Oh my
Stanley
gosh!
Picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the
This is
most
awesome.
dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? No, I'm good. Thanks, though. No, I will not practice. Go away.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Whoa. That's dang. Let me sit up a little bit here. Actually pay attention. Let's see if I can get up here now. No, I still can't.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
There's a door there. Wait, what? Darn it! I could have. I probably could have hopped off and got. Oh well. Yeah. More door.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Probably not. Danger, danger everywhere. Dude, I wanna like not listen to this guy, but this is not working. Oh.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, dang. Stuff's just like phasing through. No. Oh, I can't even come through this way. Holy crap. Reality's just screwing up over here. I want to go through that door. There's gotta be some other way. Punch it. Kick it. Nothing. Yay, achievement. Really? There's no... Gosh dang it. I guess I have to go the other way. Hopefully I can still screw with this guy.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I get back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Whoa. Alright. Where the heck am I now?
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yeah,
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Oh. Insulting now.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I didn't even push anything. It just... Oh, screw you again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Okay, I'm not touching anything.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
See how much we can screw at this game.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, I'm gonna do this one more time. Let's see.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Still nothing. What the heck?
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so now it's not all
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Take it out in passive aggressive. What is hot? Or one is unique. You most of all. Woo! Charts on the same slide to pick the same information.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. There's the boss's office. Oh, let's go over here. Still nothing at all. Ooh, finally. No, okay. What here? Over there. Go to the other side. Nothing. Business times.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
The panda.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out.
Outside.
Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Guess I have another option. Nightshark 115.
Stanley spoke the code.
I
Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I did. Nightshark 115.
Is there a problem?
I hate you.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver.
actually probably
Otherwise,
dumb
we
enough to
can't
be
get on
doing
with the
this.
story. This is a crucial step.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
I tried.
Why did you come this way?
I tried.
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Here we go again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Oh
doors,
my.
he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
What?
I need you to walk through the
What do
door.
you mean the end?
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
I don't even...
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision.
I
It
don't
cannot
even...
exist without you.
I
Do you
don't know what's
understand
going
me?
on.
Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it.
I can't feel bad for the guy.
So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
I'm so confused. Never the end. The end is never the end. Alright. Here we go again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So now this one's on now. What? How? What? How'd I do that? Okay, now it's not working anymore. What the crap? Oh, they're all on. No, I turned it off. Username accept. Dang it! Why would I turn this off? Why is this the only one I can type on? Could type on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Now this time,
yes,
what I can do is
this
dive off
room.
the,
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Okay, so that one's open now. Or not now.
Look, Stanley, I think
before,
perhaps
just
we've
didn't
gotten
notice.
off on the wrong foot here.
So I'll take
I'm
a
not
dive
sure I
off
can-
here.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Oh yes,
What?
yeah.
I don't know
for
how
sure.
to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Door
Give me a
here.
chance.
Let's see if I can do anything here. No, it's another swipe door. Danger, danger everywhere. Alright. This leads to...
Now listen carefully, this is important.
the red pill and the blue pill.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope. I take the blue pill.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh, really
Stanley
now?
walked through the red
Screw you.
door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Oh.
Stanley
Really
walked
now?
through the red
Oh, blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Yep.
don't let me stop you.
Oh. This is gonna end poorly.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map
I'm
because
like-
you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
I'm
Broken
expecting
rooms,
a demon to
exposed
pop
developer
up,
textures.
blow me
Is
up.
this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
You don't think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yes,
Work with
skill
me. You've
trees.
given me absolutely nothing
Skill
so
trees.
far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Sounds good.
There we go. Third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Let's see what happens if I just stay here. If it gets all sad and mopey again. You know, I felt bad for him last time, but hey. Let's see what happens. Maybe just for the end credits, he only gets sad and mopey. What is this? Ceiling light. Ceiling light. What? Yeah, I'm just gonna go 3.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know?
Nah.
Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes?
No.
Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Stanley Parable. Well, why later forward? Skid. Nicho Nacho. Whoa. Let me guess I'm in last place, right? Compete against others to prove you. You Error, friends list empty. This is your superior dead rat. Superior. It shows me at 7 hours. Alright, let's head back through this door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Oh, this
You
sounds
wouldn't mind
like
taking a look at it, would you?
moving walls,
Perfect.
missiles.
Let me boot it up.
Something. Okay. You can do that too.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right.
What?
And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will
now
really
I'm
take
torn.
notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure
So
it's
cute.
effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
You
You heartless bastard.
I know.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Spite
Because
you.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Yes.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Just made the GM
since my
rage
game was so
quit.
awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I demand an achievement for making the GM rage quit.
Well, Stanley,
no.
is this any better? At last,
No.
the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever
I'll be good.
enough?
Just get me out of
I'll say
here.
this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here, no, here, and then
Kill me.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course, and just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself
Ethan,
comfortable.
get out of here. I can't.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if...
No.
Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
No.
Diamond everything.
No.
Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to get mining.
No. Keep. Gosh dang it. The trolling backfired. Hardcore. This is like.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. How would I have brought the light? Because I can't do anything. You know it. What's this? Oh, mushrooms or something.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind.
This doesn't
I'm
even
looking
get,
for something more narrow and
dark.
linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh, thank heavens. Just for all you wondering, I am not a big fan of Minecraft. That is my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Alright, what we got here?
Yes! I
Portal.
don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a
I'm in.
glass box
Let's do
with
it.
no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
This I can do. Let's do it. Well, I can't jump.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Till I start overthinking.
Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble
Hey.
through anymore.
Hey. Shoot! Oh, frick! Oh, no fall damage. Okay. Oh, filing cabinet. Stumble through everything. I just. Ugh. Is that? Are you kidding me? Could have gone through like 3 other doors, and what did I do? I decided to jump off the side. Skills. Holy heck. I want to go through doors. Let's see if we go through walls. So at least these he can't shut behind me. That's the same door. That's the same thing. Wait, does that... Oh, it just connects. Okay. Huh. Let's try the other one. Because with that one, there's an elevator. You can, like... No option other than go through it. Then again... Oh, good. He's not closing behind me. Is this the clean room? No? This is something better. This is the I can just screw with crap room. Or I can't screw with crap room. Okay. Back the other way. Or not.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
No fear.
That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, okay. That's when it's like bringing back to the main screen. Monster right in my face. Oh, here we go again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Gosh dang it. This one's on too. I really... Gosh dang, I didn't even mean to push it that time. Oh, so let's go through this like 3 more times. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick one this time. Just go commit suicide. Let's go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2
right door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Fake out.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wah!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Which is baffling considering all those other falls I just took without a single issue.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Turn that one off.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This one, just in case.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So what, this dude just like sharpened pencils all day? That was his job. He sharpened pencils all day. That one's not on. That one's not on. That's not on. That's on. But, huh? Shoot, I bet you it was back there and I missed it. What the? That dude was playing solitaire. I push a button all day and that guy plays solitaire. I feel gypped.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I can't even
jump. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am very powerful. Believe it. Oh shoot, I just said the Naruto line. Kill me. Alright, wait. Oh! Oh no, I can't click that one. I can't click that one either.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
What
if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
Tell something in here comes out alive, it kills me.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay. This time, do not touch the door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we checked all the computers this time? Alright, we good. Okay. Check the time real quick. Should make sure I'm not going to about an hour. I figure I'll go about another hour. Okay. Nope, no purple loading this time. What? I guess it doesn't count for the super short ones. Okay. Kind of running out of ideas how to defy this guy though. Then again, maybe I could be nice and like follow his example.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I entered it on my left.
Yet
wait, doesn't this end up making screwed over anyway?
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Enjoy
So,
what? Running in
he imagined
circles?
himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh,
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
there's some stars left over
Why
there.
is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now
he
the
thinks
voice was
this.
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of
Just gonna
course,
keep cycling
this
here.
was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see
Maybe
him
the
float
car's
and
like-
make the magical stars just
Wait,
a
how did
moment
the car
ago?
even get
How
here?
else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself
Guess it could've
too.
came from
Surely,
here.
surely, if he could just...
Yeah.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited
No.
himself to wake up.
Stop that. No.
He felt the
No.
cool weight of the blanket on
Dang
his
it.
skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
I was
Let
enjoying
me
running my
wake up.
cycles.
He thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Yay! We're back here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Oh,
I
everything's
must be
going red.
real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Apparently I was going red, not black.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment,
Oh, really?
she thought to herself how lucky
sure
she
about this?
was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting
Apparently
to
the
think
voice
this,
in her mind is
and
a
in
British
certain
man.
way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there,
What? I
staring
thought she was
down
going to call
at the
the
body.
ambulance.
And then she turned and ran.
I should have messed with the controls. Maybe I could have controlled her. I think about that. Alright. So let's check this out. Phone ringing. Phone? No. Where's the phone?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work.
Holy-
Can you verify that this
holy
is correct?
crap. Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Future Happiness Foundation. And they ship like millions of cardboard boxes. Cardboard boxes are happiness. What? I swear I was starting to figure this computer crap out. Now it's... At least I thought I was starting to figure it out.
When Stanley came to a set of
Let's head to the right.
this was not the correct way to the meeting
If the
room,
left
and
one
Stanley
changed
knew
as
it
much as this
perfectly
did,
well.
let's see what's
Perhaps
changed on
he
the
wanted
right.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love the room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
Sure. Why not?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Although I will have to
Stanley was so
eventually do
bad at
that.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
There's
I'm
an
not your
opening down
enemy,
there.
Really, I'm not. I
if I
realize that
landed
investing
on
your trust in
a
someone
car,
else
if I would
can be
live.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been
I'll just
about
try that. I'm
nothing
gonna try
but you
this door
all
right here
this
again.
time.
See
Is
if the red
someone you've
pill
been
and blue pill
neglecting,
changed.
Stanley? Someone you've forgotten about? Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yeah.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something
No, you don't.
beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Dang, nothing
Give me a
changed.
chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Well, let's try
Oh,
it.
thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
This proves nothing.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Oh,
running
no.
and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us,
You
Stanley?
did again.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Both doors opened. Left or right? Left or right? Well, let's go right this time. Oh, no.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I feel
I can't jump off. I honestly was
I
trying to
actually
there.
feel happy.
Yeah, screw you.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Yeah, well.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Yay!
Oh, thank
What the-
God.
I didn't.
You lived.
What?
You had me worried there
Just
for a
again.
moment. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley,
Oh my
let's
gosh.
go back to the other room. Can you do that for
I
me?
can't. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time.
My God.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Let's see.
I wanted us to be happy here,
Something
Stanley.
really trippy going
I
on
really
over
did.
here.
I wish I still thought that was possible.
Oh, that's not good. Let's just, stick close to this door here. Make sure I can make a quick exit before he pulls me up or something. Alright. So, lights. Yeah. Oh. They're attacking. Maybe not. I'm just like uber paranoid. That's trippy. No! Oh, okay. I honestly thought I just took my staircase away. Okay. So he didn't say anything there. Actually, he's just gone totally quiet, which, my experience, if people go quiet, it's not good for you at all. Let's just try and kill myself again.
Is it over?
It worked!
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Huh. I guess that's what it was waiting for.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided
It's
that as
raining.
soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would
I'm gonna
never
leave that
leave it
alone.
again in his life.
Just gonna leave all the computers alone until I get the right one. Shoot. What is that? Wish I could like zoom in or something. Gosh dang it. They keep trying to like figure out how to zoom in and it's turn off the computers.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Okay, so
Perhaps he
we're
wanted to
trying
stop by
across
the
and
employee
stuff.
lounge
No, I'll head
first,
left.
just to admire it.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile.
What?
At last, proof that he was human.
I see no blood. Or no blood.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
I'll
left.
actually take this one, see what happens.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ho 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 ho. Yes.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
From here, it's,
left.
Screw that crap. Gosh dang it, there's nothing. Nothing? Oh well.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Now it's
No,
gonna
no,
I know
no,
it.
no, not
It's
the
just
right.
screw with me.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I don't know what
It's
you were
clearly...
thinking.
Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. I thought I was gonna close on that main side, I just wanna like rush through.
No, no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here
I
yet.
have
This
found
is all a spoiler.
the DM
Quick,
room.
Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh. Who am I
Fired.
kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track. Okay, from the top.
Dang it. Alright, we're gonna try that one again. Only I'm gonna like stick next to one of the doors so I can see if I can rush through it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fun, and I am not. Actually, I'm having a lot of fun. This is a fairly music game. Let's turn you off too. No computers allowed to be on. Screw that crap. Alright, 323.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
Of course not.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Fun. Ooh. What did I find here? A whole lot, nothing. Oh, I found a giant circle. That's what I freaking found. Gosh dang it.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I swear if you restart again,
I
I will
likely
find
that
you
we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Plant.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I need a table to flip.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Who farted?
Okay, yeah, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
Yeah, this
it's
is
possible
your
the story
fault
is
for keep
back
restarting.
where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
This is your fault. I don't want to restart, and you're like, we have to restart. Oh, that's the first door I can open and close. Hey, look, guys, 420. Nerd. Can't resist.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh, look, another freaking circle.
No, wait, never mind.
Okay.
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I'm in freaking Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and this crap keeps changing around. And
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
No.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Dare restart.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Thank you.
Congratulations!
Go me.
You put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh,
give me cake.
No, I don't feel right about this at
Oh,
all.
of course you don't.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
What?
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Gosh dang you. You're just gonna crap stuff up more. Oh, really?
All right, I've got a solution.
Oh.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Screw you and your line.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
The line, TM. Oh. Okay. I thought he closed it in front of me again. I want to play solitaire! Yes! Go for it. Go. Dang it! Oh my god. I can't move the chair with wheels. Why?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
Oh.
Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought
too.
for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
It goes on the walls.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, good. Great. It's an entire cabinet of cups. What the heck? Dude, it just looks like he went... I don't even... Oh my gosh. What? What? See his computer. Okay. La 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 la. Oh, freak, that scared me a little bit. Oh yeah, all the doors have been closing behind me all day, and that's the one door that makes me jump. What? What? What?
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
No, screw you. What? I don't... Oh my gosh, my brain right now.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Screw you and your freaking fern. Oh
Wait,
my.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I think the line is drunk. Line, go home, you're drunk. Yay!
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you,
Fired.
after everything
Now that
we've been
one's
through...
That must be the line over
I
there.
can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No! Technically, he took us to the story.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I've been trying to go in strange directions, and you've been like pitching fits when I do it. I'm just saying.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Yeah, new
What do you
path
want
into
our story to
circles.
be? Go
Again.
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley,
Drunk line's
I'd also
back.
like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It's kind of hard not to acknowledge it when it's like going crazy. I can't go up their line. I apologize.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
No.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Go on the right, eh? Left. Oh. Hey, look. Playing confusion ending for 16 hours. 16 minutes? Minutes, yes.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion
First
ending.
restart.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant
Second
ending?
restart.
And we're supposed to
Fifth
restart the game
restart,
what,
sixth.
eight times? That's really how
After a
all
long
this goes?
time, Stanley dies.
It's all
What?
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Fifth, so
Well,
the fifth restart
Who
now.
consulted me?
Really?
Why don't I
Fifth?
get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I
Fine,
don't
line
want the
again.
game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's
Opposite,
going on.
you
I don't want to be trapped
deteriorate,
like this.
to make a
I won't
story here,
restart the
and
game. I
restart
won't
this
do
game.
it. I won't do it. I won't
Simply
do
black
it.
space. Wonder
And the
like
timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
you broke the game. Good job.
Whatever it is that made this schedule. How would we even know?
Find a bookstore.
Will someone
Get
come
bored
for
and
us?
leave.
Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh. GM crashed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
It could mean that the narrator freaking forgot everything, just like he was supposed to. That's what it means.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It's been so long since I did that one, I've already forgotten.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
See what happens.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but
purely accidental. I didn't realize I could do that.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, it scared me again.
Stanley.
Good heavens.
You need to be the one.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Oh.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
This is Gladys's brother.
Sorry, but you're in my story now. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, really? Push O on my keyboard. No, screw you. Gosh dang. What? I can't even push E. Or O, I mean.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands.
Stanley got on his freaking mind,
and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
I can't even defy the options.
So he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
That time, actually. Oh well. I'm going to ignore it now. I think it's too late for that, though.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Something actually appeared on my thing, I think. Probably not. Alright. I think we have time for one more run through. Oh, things have changed on us. Let's go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's do it.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Actually, go all the way through here. No, I'm not, like,
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Speaking of code into my mic like an idiot.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What passage? Oh. See if we got anything fanciness from coming from here.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I keep wanting to jump, and it's not working.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But the other one says escape. But also it's like done in crayon marker. So it makes me question the validity of that. Or see, they can like set the whole like mind control thing, saying, "Oh yeah, come here," and you're thinking, "No, why the crap would I want to go into a mind control facility?" Then they put the escape here, and they're really controlling your mind, sending you down the escape point, right? Right? This would just be dumb, I'm sure.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
GM room.
Did he have the strength to find out?
And I've been here like 5 times now. And each time he pitches a fit and he flips the game over again. GM gets angry, flips the board.
Now the monitors jumped.
Fired.
Their true nature
2
revealed.
fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. Lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Please?
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Here. Darn it, it didn't change back to... I want to see if like the number of people getting fired is increased.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Possibly. Yeah.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
How would I do that?
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Let's change anything. No, that didn't change anything. Let's head on over to the tower, because nothing else seems to work when I poke at it. I'm gonna go push them in order. But you gotta find all the others. So we got 1, 2, 5 off soap over there. See, I saw one here. 3. Okay, so 5 is there. Where the heck is 4? Oh, there's 4. Let's say maybe it's like that pig prank where you get 3 pigs, label the first one 1, then the next one 2, and then the last one 4. Release them into Walmart or something. 4. I wish you could go faster. Get a sprint button, something. the truth. 5. Does nothing. Mind control idle. I'm gonna go step into this red lighty stuff. Let's see what happens here. Nothing. Okay. Do that again, just because I can. Alright. Power
And when
system.
at last he found the source.
Damn, listen to the voice just like, no!
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I can look around again. Whoa!
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the
That
machine.
doesn't look like winning.
Unshackled himself from
That
someone else's command.
looks like something bad.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet,
I can't run.
even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
This thing
For
I
it was
lied a
not
little
knowledge
bit.
or even power
I came in
that
here and I
he
shut
had
down
been
everything, but I
seeking,
didn't blow it up.
but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
There's gonna be people
No
with guns
longer
on
would
the other
anyone tell
side.
him where to go, what to do,
A freaking
or
firing
how to
squad.
feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I would when it opened.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Cool.
The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I win! Oh, achievement unlocked, beat the game! I actually did win. That's pretty tight, actually. Although I wonder if that just happens if you listen to his controls, or listen to his commands to begin with. Alright, I'm gonna end it here, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and see you next time.